Welcome to our call tonight, everyone. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Looking forward to spring. I live in Idaho and it snowed 2 days ago, like 5 inches, and we were not super excited about that. But it melted, so it was okay. My name is Kirsten Fresh. I live in Idaho Falls, Idaho, as I just mentioned, where it snows in April and it's just so lovely. It really is, actually. I don't belong here. I'm like a warm weather beach girl, but here I am. I am a mom of 3 very busy daughters. 2 8-year-olds will be 9 on Monday and a 7-year-old. So life is very busy for me and my 3 girls. We're in dance and basketball and super busy family. I started Plexus. I'm an Emerald ambassador with Plexus, which is pretty exciting. I started Plexus 4.5 years ago. So my almost 9-year-old and my 7-year-old were 4 years younger, so it was a lot different. I was really struggling with mood issues, and most I feel like my number one issue was energy at the time. I had adrenal fatigue. I could not function during the day without assistance from an energy drink. And I'm not a soda or energy drink person, but I did love those little V8 energy drinks. They sure made me feel healthy because I was getting fruits and vegetables and caffeine. But I drank 2 of those suckers every day just to keep me not going awesome, just functioning. And so I was trying to look for something different. I went to the doctor and of course all my levels were normal. But we all know when we don't feel normal, and I knew something wasn't right in my body. And so I was interested in finding something that was going to help me. Lo and behold, a Facebook friend that I never met posted on Facebook about this pink drink that she had been drinking and how it had really helped her. I have twins, obviously, as I said, and she was a twin mama too. And so twin moms kind of unite. And I was like, okay, if it worked for her and she's having energy and spending time with her kids and having fun, maybe it will work for me. I'm someone who I'm willing to try almost anything as long as it's not illegal. That's where I draw the line. But if someone's cousins, uncles, friends, aunts said it worked for them, I'm like, duh, let's do it. Let's try it and see what happens. So for me, it was an easy decision to give it a shot. I knew I was sick of feeling like crap. And if it helped my friend, I wanted to see if it would help me. So I started taking Plexus. Optimistic, but not too optimistic. Within a couple days, I started feeling my mood was improved. I had more energy. I was the type of person that if you asked me at that time if I had gut health issues, I would have told you no. Like I didn't think that I had any gut issues. I thought I just don't have energy. I have 3 little babies. Like this is normal. Of course I'm tired all the time. Little did I know that I did have gut issues. So some of the things that Plexus has done for me, there are so many to mention, but obviously I came into it for the energy, which increased immediately. My mood got better. I was super anxious, super snappy with my kids. I started feeling better, having more energy makes you feel happier. It makes your kids happier. It makes your mood better. Like life just started to move in a positive direction fairly quickly for me. Then some things started popping up that I didn't even realize were things that I could help, I guess. I've struggled with chronic headaches my entire life. In fact, just last night I was thinking of like early memories, like 6 years old, 5 years old, of like laying on the couch with my mom would give me like a cold washcloth to put over my forehead. Little girl, because I always had headaches. My best friend told me I had a brain tumor because I didn't want to ride bikes or jump on the tramp or do any of those things. And that's just something I became accustomed to. And my mom had them and one of my siblings, and it just was part of my life. Excedrin was my best friend. I was like a junkie. It had to be near me at all times because I never knew when it was going to happen. And lo and behold, that's a gut thing. So me with no gut issues, with constant headaches, constant anxiety, not sleeping very well, all these things that I didn't think anything of it. I didn't do any research. I didn't know anything. And so within a couple weeks of trying Plexus, I noticed that I wasn't getting headaches. I was falling asleep fast and I was staying asleep all night, which was very, very rare for me. Like I said, my mood improved, my energy improved, my sleep, all of those things. One of the things that I really want to touch on because it's important to me is my skin. I've had horrible, I don't now, I guess I shouldn't say have. I used to have really bad acne, and not really in my teenage years. I was lucky that way, but it came when I turned like 19, and it was horrible. I went through infertility treatments and all sorts of things, and it just wreaked havoc on my skin, and I just could not get my skin under control. I tried every product you can think of, spared no expense, went to the dermatologist, got prescriptions, did pretty much everything, and nothing really helped. And when I started Plexus and getting my gut under control, I started to notice my skin was clearing up, but it was still those monthly breakouts and just different things. It was better for me, but it was definitely not great. About 2 years ago, we launched a skincare line, which I was like, I'm not interested. Like, I've done it all. I've seen it all. I don't want to be in that space, but I'm also willing to try anything. So I gave it a shot. And for me, it took a little bit longer. My friends were posting pictures like day 7 with this like beautiful glowing skin. And I was like pizza face teenage boy. Like, it was not cute or fun. But I know how the body works, and I've learned how the gut works and how gut and skin all go together. And so I gave it time. I decided I would give it 4 months. And if it didn't work, I was going to be on to something else, because maybe not everything in Plexus works for me, right? On the 3rd month, my skin started to clear up, and I purposely didn't wear any. I have mascara on and a little lip gloss, but I have nothing on my face at all. I have one little guy that's coming right here because I'm getting ready to start my period, but my neck used to be so bad I wouldn't even wear my hair up because I just had them so bad on my neck and my chin. And it has helped me tremendously. And I love to share that with people because I hate the way I felt when my skin looked horrible. I hated going out in public. I didn't want to go to the gym because I didn't want to pull my hair up, but I didn't want to work out and get my hair on my sweaty zit neck. So I love to share those products with people. We just recently launched as well a skincare cleanser, which I was a little nervous. I get nervous, right? You know, when you get into a skin regimen and things are going good, you don't want to mess with it. But I trust Plexus and I trust our products. They're all natural, clean, safe ingredients. I know that they go above and beyond to make sure that it's all stuff that is good for us and nothing bad. We follow European standards for our skincare, which is very much more strict than the United States. And so I know that I trust everything that Plexus does. So I ordered that as well. And it has just made my skin even better that I didn't even know it could be better. And then also I've added in our Collagen Complex, which is amazing collagen. If you've looked into collagen at all, this is by far the best. I started using a collagen about 2 months before Plexus launched this, and I didn't really notice any different. I was consistent with it, but I didn't notice much of a difference. But with this, within a couple weeks, I was like, my skin felt more firm and subtle and glowy. I just love it. My hair, my skin, my nails, everything is just healthy and good and growing and amazing. It's been such a huge blessing for me in so many ways because I feel like I can flourish as a mom. I'm a happy mom. I'm a happy person. I have the energy to do the things I need to do. I remember my doctor telling me back in the day, go to the gym. Working out gives you endorphins. I'm like, lady, I can't get my butt off the couch to go to the gym. I'm too tired. So now I go to the gym regularly, and it's true. So I just love Plexus and all the things that it has to offer because I know what this product is. I know what it does for people. I was just a mom that was tired and thought that's all I had going on. And it turns out that's not the case. I had so much more. My life is so much better and so much happier and more fulfilled now that I take these products. I'm healthy. My kids are healthy. My husband, our whole family takes it. We're all on these products. We hardly ever get sick. We had a cold run through our house last week, and it was like one day and we were done. Like, we just don't get down and out like we used to. And my twins were preemies, you guys. They were sick 24/7 for the first 4 years. In fact, I just took one to the pediatrician last week because she had a cough that wouldn't go away. She was fine. And he was like, I kind of miss you guys because I used to be there every other day. Number one, my anxiety was so bad I freaked out over everything. And number two, we were always sick. And we just don't have to deal with that anymore. And it's such an amazing blessing for my family that we don't live that way anymore. So that's kind of my story. I'm going to turn the time over to my friend Phyllis, my super cute, darling, love friend that I've had the pleasure of getting to know through Plexus. And her story is just amazing. And she's such a bright light to everyone that knows her. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Well, thank you, darling. I have a special guest, actually, which I'm going to let him go first. It's my husband. Ladies, say hi to Craig A. Yeah, I'm so thankful to be here just for a lot of reasons. I'll share my story in a minute, but I really wanted you to hear from a dude because, look at Craig. Yes, he won some headphones, his Plexus AirPods. Anyhow, I wanted you to hear from a dude because we don't get to hear from the men of Plexus very often. And I have a little surprise at the end to share a little bit more how we're going to hear more from our men. But go ahead, baby, share your story.
Okay. Is that good? You can hear? Okay. So Phyllis asked me to be on here, and I guess, where do I start? I'm a firefighter. I'm at work right now, actually. And so we're just easy night. But started the Plexus products. Are we on 4 years now almost? And I think the biggest thing was for a lot of people are quick starts. And I think for me, it was more of a slow start and waiting patiently for things to happen and being a skeptic in a sense. I think most of us that the men's side definitely are that way. But it did work, just being patient with it. I think the biggest thing was a little bit of the vital biome and some anxiety things that I didn't realize that I had were definitely taken away. That's something I don't miss every day. I totally take every day. I never miss a day with vital biome. I might miss some of the other things, but that one I don't. And the pink drink in the morning is great. Replaced a lot of coffee I was drinking. I was probably drinking, I don't know, 4 or 5 cups at least before I left work in the morning or when I got to work, and then another half a pot when I got home, all before 11 in the morning. And that went away. So there's no coffee pot at the house. And those are the slow things that change that you don't realize are changing until you don't miss the coffee. You realize, oh, I didn't even have a cup of coffee this morning. I had a pink drink and now it's noon and I haven't had any coffee. So I still like coffee. I love coffee. I would still drink it every day, and I do at work and I still have it, but not quite as much as we were. And that's probably been almost a year, I think, since we've cut that back. I had I have to tell the story right, Phyllis. I had a ganglion cyst on my wrist, which is kind of, it was big and it never went away, and it kind of hurt sometimes. And usually I think they drain them or whatever. That just kind of disappeared within probably about a year after starting the product, and just realizing that I think anxiety and stress and things like that take that away from using the product. And then so a lot of people have different sugar addictions, and from sweets to whatever. Well, mine is beer. That is definitely my sugar. That was a big part of what I did, probably about quite a few years. And I think before I realized, I thought I was having too much beer, we started the product, and I knew I needed to drink less beer because it makes you fat. And then, so next thing I know, I realized that mentally I was wanting to change, but then physically the product kind of took those sweet cravings away. And next thing I know, I wasn't craving it at night after dinner or at lunchtime or whatever the times I could have it. So that went away, and that's been great because now I really don't have any in the fridge. It's also have beer with dinner if we go out or something, but certainly not that. So that was my biggest sweets craving. And I think that's what the product does. It takes that sweet craving away. And my newest thing now, I think getting up in the middle of the night. I wasn't a big ease person. That's been my newest product. I started probably in the last 2 months, trying to be more religious about taking it. But I'd get up in the mornings when we first started the product, or just for years, I'd get up and my feet would be, it's not like fibromyalgia, but it kind of almost felt like that, where it just like, oh my God, my feet are going to hit the floor and that's going to hurt. That's just not going to feel good. And it'd take me a while to walk it off and then I'd be fine. But the newest thing for me is a religious of ease. And I do a lot of mountain biking now. I've been in like killer shape, and the pink drink and a tiny bit of the active, because there's a lot of energy in the active. So if you need that and you want to get off your monster drinks, I think I totally recommend doing the active. but the ease just to take some of those aches and pains that I'm getting while I'm doing my new sport. So they seem to help. And like I said, if you start a product, you just need to pay attention to those little things that you didn't realize that you had, all those aches and pains and things like that. So that's my story. I'll stop there.
Thanks, honey. I miss you. I'll see you in the morning.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Please come home safe. Anyway, thanks, baby. Okay, so my story is different than Craig's. Like he said, he was a slow start. I was a fast start. So I started Plexus because I had weight to lose. I had gained 20 pounds in 2 years, and really there was no reason for it. I was running marathon miles in a week's time, like 35 miles a week, training for marathons, half marathons, cross training at the gym and all those things. And I knew there was something wrong with my hormones. I'm a nurse of over 22 years in the ER. And I knew there was something up. So I made an appointment with my gynecologist and went over some things. I said, I'm having this unexplained like anxiety, depression, which is not like me. I was having the fluffy, puffy gut, constipated, heart palpitations, which was strange. I was at work, hooked myself up to the monitor, and I was alarming the monitors. I was having so many skipped beats. And so that was a problem because I'm like, usually when the monitors alarm, we go running to the room. So I shared all this with my gynecologist, and she's like, oh, this is menopause. Like, welcome to menopause. Hot flashes too. I forgot to mention those. And then sugar cravings and wine. So Craig and I, we definitely enjoyed alcoholic beverages, and it was turning into something more than we needed to be doing. And so he's right. So fast forward me feeling very sad about my appointment with my gynecologist because all she could offer me was a hormone pill. And then also something for my heart palpitations, which a cardiologist offered me something to slow my heart rate down. And then I'm sure I could have asked somebody for an Ativan or something for my anxiety and depression. So I was looking at like 5 different medications for what was happening to my body, but I'm stubborn and I'm like, I won't do it. So that's when my sister-in-law, Barbie, and I had a phone call the next day. I told her what was going on, and she said, why don't you try something that I literally just signed up for? And I said, I'm desperate. Heck yeah. I didn't even need to know what was in the product. She said it was good. I trusted her because she doesn't put, like, she lives in Hawaii. She's very healthy, very fit. I trusted her. So we started the same time. Fast forward, I lost, 8 pounds in 3 weeks. My sugar cravings went away on day 4, like 0 sugar cravings. I had to actually taste a bite of chocolate to see if I still liked it because I loved it so much. And then, my gassy, bloated, puffy belly that would make me feel like nauseous at nighttime or pain in my stomach or feeling like I had food in my throat because I was like reflux galore, all of that went away. So my digestion improved, my anxiety, depression, I'm back. Like I used to think, where did Phyllis go? So I have myself back. And, like Craig said, we can enjoy a drink or 2 here or there, but it is definitely not something that we don't have wine club memberships or mug clubs at local breweries. I mean, it's wonderful to not be controlled by something and be able to make good, healthy choices. And so, we're in our 50s now, and we feel healthy, happy, strong, vibrant, and like we're aging backwards. And yes, I think other people here on this call would say the same thing, is that we could run circles around some 20-year-olds and even younger because we just have that energy. And thanks to these products for doing that for us. My hot flashes are gone. There's some products here like X Factor Plus was the thing that really sealed that for me, but the triplex is how I started. So the weight loss and the mood, all those things, and just some simple products can make such big differences. I think we're going to talk about some fun packages. So I'll turn it to Kirsten to see where we go next.
Thank you, Phyllis. I just love Phyllis and Craig. I've gotten to spend time with them and in their home and on vacation, and they're so awesome. And I just love seeing their stories as well, because I know so many people just like them that are struggling. And I think so often, like Phyllis said, and a lot of us not me, are in the medical field. And it's so easy for your doctor to just shove a prescription at you. Oh, this will solve this problem, but it's also going to cause this other problem, but then you're going to need this to fix that problem. And it's just a snowball of not getting to the root of the problem and really healing your body. And that's what Plexus does. So thank you so much, Phyllis and Craig. It's always awesome to hear. And yeah, most husbands, I'm just going to throw this out there. Most husbands are kind of skeptical in the beginning, I will tell you, but they come around eventually. Once they see you feeling better, it's like, okay, sweetie, whatever you want to do. And then they're like, okay, I think I needed to try that. And then they're fully on board. So it's so fun to hear from some of the guys. So now I'm going to turn it over to beautiful, talented, amazing Brooke Hemingway to share her story, which was one of the first stories I heard in Plexus and really spoke to me. So I'm excited to hear from Brooke tonight. Take it away, sister.
Hey guys, so I get to wrap this up and I will talk a little bit about autoimmune issues. Sarah is asking that question in the chat. I'd also like to know if any of you have additional questions. Please drop them in the chat. If you're not sure how to comment in the chat and you're on your phone, if you tap in the lower right hand corner, just play around with some of those buttons. It's one of the two right side. My brain isn't working quite right to tell you exactly which one, but you'll see it say chat. You can tap on that and then you can type in a question. Or when we're done here at the end, honestly, you could unmute yourself and you could ask a question. But I'm a mom of 6. I will be 43 in just a couple short months, and my kids are between the ages of 3 and 14. I used to be an ICU nurse. I haven't done that for 6 years. I stepped away from nursing 6 years ago. And I also was a fitness instructor and trainer for over 20 years. So I spent a lot of time in health and wellness and sickness and sadness on both ends of the spectrum, trying to help people to live a healthier life. I've always felt this pull towards wanting to teach people that they don't have to give up on themselves. They don't have to quit striving to, take care of themselves, to not let yourself completely go, to take care of yourself, because this is the only body that you get to experience life in. And I really, truly do believe that if you physically aren't feeling well, it will affect you emotionally. It will affect you in your relationships. It will affect your bank account. It will affect everything. And so to me, health is not an expense. Health is a necessity. Health is not a want. Health is a need. Health is not frivolous. Health is something that's absolutely necessary. And you could ask Phyllis or myself. You see people in the ER, Craig sees them from the fire department. I used to see him in the ICU, and I'm like, being sick and feeling crappy sure looks expensive. I'm going to try and do everything I can to live my life the other way. Here's the thing though. I knew all the things I needed to do. Like, I knew I should move my body every day, and I knew I shouldn't eat sugar and be addicted to carbs and drink 3 or 4 Diet Cokes a day. Like, I knew all of that logically, but literally the cells in my body were telling me otherwise. They're like, why don't you go take a nap for 2 hours, like every day? And I don't really feel like exercising today. I'll just exercise harder yesterday. I'm too tired to do it. This is how I used to be. And I mean, just buy a couple other treats for that candy cabinet and just have another carb. Like, I loved carbs. I loved sugars. Now, mind you, we didn't eat all the fast food stuff, right? I live way out in the country bumpkin. Like, I couldn't even eat fast food easily unless I really tried, like drove an hour. And so we weren't eating that way, but I would stock my cabinets with carbs and sugars and convenience foods. And I literally didn't feel like I could keep myself away from it. And so I would find myself snacking on this stuff. And of course, I didn't look unhealthy. I was a healthy weight, had great muscle tone. I was a fitness instructor. Everyone thought I was so healthy. And I was covering up the fact that I was exhausted. I was so anxious. I would scream at my kids. I had postpartum depression after my 4th baby so bad, and I had to fake it so bad. And I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't stay asleep at night. I was getting bloated. I thought I was just getting fatter. Actually, I was just bloated. And I didn't think I had digestive issues because I pooped every morning. But I didn't know that just because you poop, doesn't mean you have a healthy gut. And so I was a big fat no to Plexus for a year because I was too smart for that. The way that I was educated in both my kinesiology degree and my nursing degree was that supplements don't work and you don't need them. It's just expensive pee. They have a point there. If you're not taking good supplements, like you're taking synthetics or you're buying them off Amazon, unless it's like a really, really amazing brand, you are getting crap and you have expensive pee. And so finally, after a year of watching all these people I knew feel better, I was like, I'm still feeling crappy. I'm still tired all the time. My joints are starting to hurt. I have Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis. When I get up out of bed, I just feel kind of achy. I was 37 at the time, and I was like, is this what it's like to get older? I don't really like it, you know? And so I finally decided to get started. And when I got started, I started looking into the products and researching them, because I was honestly amazed that 7 days in I felt as good as I felt. I had my energy back. I stopped compulsively drinking my Diet Coke and eating my sugar and carbs. I felt so much more calm and cool and just like chill. I started to sleep deeply. I wasn't waking up with headaches. The bloating after the first month was pretty much gone. And I was like, this is amazing. What is in this stuff? Now, you would think that because I'm a nurse and I have a science background and my husband's a physician, that I would have studied this before, but I didn't care. I had gotten to the point where I was like, I'm tired of just feeling fine. You know, when somebody asks you how you are, oh, I'm fine. No, you're not. You're not fine, right? Or I'm good. You're probably not. Okay. And so I was tired of feeling that way. And the only questions I had are, is this some kind of like crack, crazy speed thing that's going to like mess up my heart and my metabolism forever? And can I take this when I nurse? I had a 6-week-old baby that I was exclusively nursing. Yes, it's safe. And no, it's not crack. So we're covered there. Okay. So once I started to dive into gut health. I started to dive into the 3 things that Plexus is unique for, and we make it simple. Listen, you could go to a natural physician, a holistic physician. They'll give you 16 bottles of stuff to take. I don't know about you, but I don't want to take 16 bottles of stuff. I'd rather take 3, 4, 5 bottles of stuff. And Plexus does it right because we make the system simple. I'm going to show you some systems that you could start with. But in regards to getting your health right, we need to focus on gut health. We need to focus on blood sugar balance and improving your insulin sensitivity. And last, we need to focus on decreasing systemic inflammation. Those are the 3 main things that Plexus focuses on. Your gut is your second brain. If you have imbalances in your gut, your skin's not going to look good. You're going to start gaining weight. You're not going to produce enough melatonin, so your sleep is going to start to suck. Your skin's not going to be as radiant. Your hair is going to start falling out. You're going to start being iron deficient, B12 deficient, D deficient, like all these deficiencies, because all of your nutrients are absorbed in your gut. And so you're going to start to experience this like slow decline because your gut's not healthy. I don't care if you're pooping every day. It doesn't mean your gut is healthy. Okay. The second thing is hormones, right? Hormones are controlled by insulin. Insulin is your master hormone. If you have insulin resistance, which almost 90% of people have, that means your hormones are not ideally balanced. That's a big problem. It's not only a problem for weight, which we do know that about 78% of people or so struggle with weight, obesity, or being overweight. No judgment there at all. It just is a statistic. It's just a fact. And that starts with insulin resistance. It also creates problems like PCOS, infertility, terrible cramps, terrible periods, terrible skin, mood disorders, thyroid issues, autoimmune issues, all these kind of things that are affected by insulin sensitivity. Our products address that. And the third thing is inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a killer. It's like a silent killer, just like high blood pressure is a killer. Interesting fact about inflammation is it takes just as many calories for your body to support all the inflammation that's going on as these African tribes that run 8 miles a day. We have the same metabolic rate in this country. It's because we have so much inflammation, and inflammation takes a lot of calories. No wonder you're so hungry. It takes a lot of calories to support all that inflammation. So your joints are hurting. Your body starts to break down. Maybe you have puffy eyes, puffy fingers. Your joints hurt. You start to experience all different kinds of, there's so many different autoimmune symptoms. But we have to get the immune system strong, and we have to decrease systemic inflammation. And so our products focus on those things. And that's why you can hear stories of people that maybe had immune challenges, or they struggled with their weight, or they struggled with their hair falling out, or their skin was a mess, or they had mood issues or sleep issues. It's like, why do these products help with everything? I don't believe it. It sounds too good to be true. Those were my exact words. The reason it's too good to be true is because we focus on the right thing: gut health, blood sugar balance, and inflammation. Now, no matter what it is you want to do, I'd love to hear in the chat, like, how many of you guys wanted to start for weight, or how many of you are started for weight? How many of you started for skin? How many of you started for energy? How many of you started for true health issues and health conditions? No matter what it was, those three things are behind all of it. All of it. But I'm going to show you really quickly some packs, and I'm going to tell you how you can get started, and then we'll wrap this up. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see. I'm a visual person. Anybody else here a visual person? I like to see what I'm looking at here, okay? So in Plexus, we have two types of packs that you can start with. You can start with what we call the Mac Daddy pack, or you can start with the baby pack. Either one is fine, okay? Most people will see the value in a larger pack because they see they get like 7 or 8 products. These are all 10% off right now as well. So you're saving about $21 off of these welcome pack prices. So Phyllis talked a little bit about weight and energy. These are the two packs you want to look at if you're looking for weight loss or you're looking for energy. Our Healthy Weight Advanced pack comes with that triplex system that focuses on gut health, blood sugar balance, inflammation. You also get clean meal replacement shakes that aren't full of the crap you normally see in meal replacement shakes. You get MetaBurn and Balance, which are going to help to optimize your metabolism, burning that white, fluffy, gushy fat, helping to block half the carbs you eat in a meal. Or if you're someone that's struggling more with energy like Kirsten, you're probably going to choose the Renew You Essentials pack. This is going to help with both weight and energy because you get some of that active drink. I'm going to keep scrolling here, and I'm going to show you the Gut Health Advanced pack. If you're someone that struggles with just general health issues and you're just generally wanting to be healthy, have a healthy gut, have good energy, maybe you've got some issues with your hair or some issues with your sleep, or something's off and you're not sure what it is, I would recommend the Gut Health Advanced Welcome Pack. You get 2 bags of Slim, which alone makes this pack worth it, but you also get the full triplex combo and our Vital Biome, which is our Happy Pill, Happy Gut Probiotic, and X Factor Plus, which took away Phyllis's hot flashes, night sweats, and also has things like zinc and selenium, which are great for the current condition that we're in. That's all I'll say there. So you get this whole huge pack, and you can take 1 Slim a day or 2 Slim a day. If you decide to take 1 Slim a day, you've got your bag of Slim for the next month, and you would just add these 4 products onto your next month order, and you have saved a ton of money doing that. Now, let's say you're like totally into skin and you're like, ooh, Kirsten has some good skin. I want some skin like that. This is your pack. This one blows me away. This pack has the entire skincare system, the Joyum Day and Night Serum, the cleanser that's amazing, the collagen that has high-end beauty blend benefits. You get the triplex combo, and you get Vital Biome, which is that happy gut, happy mood capsule. So those are some options. Now, if you're like, I want to start with a smaller pack, I don't want so many things, then you're just going to scroll down here and you're going to find one of these 109 packs that corresponds. Most of the bigger packs have a corresponding smaller pack, and they're also 10% off as well. Most people choose to start with a larger pack because you get so much more product for a great deal. And welcome packs are only available with your first purchase. So you get this giant discount on your first purchase, but there's a lot of benefits to joining and having a wholesale account. You get 25% off of the retail pricing. You earn a free product every 3rd month if you're consistent with your product. So a free full size, $35 product is yours every 3rd month. You have the ability to earn cash back even on your own orders. So say, for example, you're taking some products and you're wanting to get the kids on the kids multivitamin and probiotic, on the kids drink that helps with brain development, concentration, and gut health. It's amazing. The kids take it. They used to have chronic constipation, chronic diarrhea, and be all over the place. Okay. So maybe you want to be on more products, you're going to earn some cash back. And the 4th benefit I want to talk about is a little bit more on the business side. I love to talk about the business side of Plexus because it's a real issue that, people have. We all need more money. We all struggle in one way or another. Resources can be tight, especially over this last year. We found that there's been a lot of uncertainty, a lot of insecurity. The thing to me that is a real testament to how amazing Plexus is that they are literally so confident in their products, and we are so confident in our products that we're willing to say, hey, grab a pack for yourself and then find 3 friends to grab any pack. Doesn't matter what pack, 109, 209, any 3 friends, any pack. We'll give you $375. I dare you to do it. I dare you to try. I dare you to just help some of your friends and family get started. We are so confident in our products, we're literally willing to give away the kitchen sink because we know they're going to change your life. We know they're going to help you. We know that if you actually take the products and you take them consistently, you're going to have the bomb health. You're going to feel better than you've ever felt. I have aged backwards every single year. My skin looks better. My body looks better. My energy is better. My mood is better. I'm like, 50 is going to be amazing, right? So they just have so much confidence that grab a pack, grab 3 friends, $375. You don't have to do a business, but that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. And to me, when I was running my 6-mile run today, I was like, that just shows you how confident we are in what we have. If you're someone that's highly motivated and you want to go farther, of course, we absolutely recommend that. Both Phyllis and Kirsten are emeralds in the company. As an Emerald Ambassador, they're making a legitimate full-time income to where Phyllis stepped away from working as a nurse full-time. She was able to retire early, right? So you have to make a significant amount of income. You can think about what that would be. Between $70,000 and $100,000 is what a full-time working nurse makes. For myself, I became a diamond in the company after 11 months. This is with no social media experience, 150 Facebook friends, no Instagram, no sales or marketing experience. In fact, I never, ever, ever thought in a million years I would do something like this. But when you find something that works, you want to open your mouth. You want to help people. And I wanted a different way of life. We have 6 kids. My husband worked 80 to 100 hours as an ER physician at 3 different hospitals. And I was done experiencing life that way. I was so tired of single parenting, being alone. And I knew I had a product that could help people. I knew that I could align with it and feel good about it. And I finally just decided, why am I being so prideful? Like, I should just do this. Like, it's going to be amazing. And now Kirsten is here, and Phyllis is here, and Craig is here, and Shayna is here. And there's a couple other people that are here. You hear my kids playing in the background right now, right? But I do this from my phone. I do it from my computer. I do it during nap time. I do it in the mornings. I do it in between homeschooling all of our kids. And because I've done this, I've been able to retire my husband, a physician, and I've been able to triple his income. This is a real opportunity. And you get to choose. You get to choose your path. You can start with just products, and we will support you, and we will give you the bomb results. You can take the referral program, and you can take that challenge and be like, I challenge you. Find 3 friends, get $375. Plexus trusts in their products so much that they'll do that. So just do that and not even have to worry about your products for your first 3 months. Or the third option is, you know what? I love the products, like they sound amazing, but I'd also like to stop working at this job I don't like. Or I'd also like to stop worrying about if I can afford dance lessons. Or I'd also like to get a new car. I'd like to have a different way to make money where I don't have to freak out when something happens in the economy. So Plexus is a huge, huge blessing. I know we kept you guys over tonight, but we appreciate so much you guys being here. My challenge to you is, if you're on the fence, to get off the fence. Is that nothing changes if nothing changes, and you deserve more than a fine quality of life. You deserve more than a good quality of life. You deserve to have a freaking bomb life, and that's the kind of life that we have here at Plexus. So thank you so much for being here.